So here I'm going to make a map out of this map we see on the screen. I'm going to remove the layers I don't need. Remove the table as well. And I'm going to add a symbology for this polygon of the territories and the provinces with the homeless shelter count within that one shape. Now to change the symbology, once we double click on the symbology or right click to symbology, we can have a symbology be based on graduated colors. Graduated colors would be based on the value, which is the number of emergency homeless shelters. I can adjust the classes and the classification methods. I'm just going to have a class of 4 and leave that as it is. I'm going to hit save. And to get this on a printable version, I'll have to create a new layout. And to do that, I'm going to go into Insert, New Layout, and choose the size of what I'll be printing the map on. So I'm going to just print it on letter, so 8.5 by 11. Now it's going to open a new layout. And when I have a new layout, I need to add the data of that map. I need to add this map into the layout. To do that, I'm going to have to click on map frame. So I'm going to create a frame of the map. So this is the map I have on my file. So you can see once I imported that map onto the map frame, I can now adjust everything. So I'm just going to drag this out and zoom in a bit. So when I'm zooming in, I'm actually zooming in on the layout. If I want to zoom in on the map because I'm not happy with the extent of it, I can actually click on this, right click on the map frame on the side, so the content panel, and activate it. So when I activate it and I zoom in, I'm actually zooming in on the map and not the layout itself. So once I'm happy with the extent, I'll go into Activate Map Frame, Layout, and close activation. So now I can zoom in and out of in the layout view. I can change the orientation of how my map looks. So I'm actually going to make this horizontal. Gonna play around with the sizing here. Now zooming back into the map. I can insert a legend as well as a north arrow. So I can do that by hitting insert at the top. Click on that. I'm going to insert a north arrow. So you can see here that's been inserted. After I pick the one style I want, I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to also insert a scale bar. And the scale bar, click on that and adjust it. Now if I'm not happy with the unit of measurement here, I can make those changes by right clicking, properties, and then here are the properties I can change my for the scale bar. So I'm going to change the unit to kilometers for the metric system. I can also add a legend. So the legend's going to, so you can see at my mouse here, there's like a legend icon. I can skip it like this here. So now it's creating the legend. And resize it here. And also on the, when I create this legend here on the right panel here, there will be my legend formatting properties. So this is where I can change the name of my legend. Um, there are certain things I can also adjust, such as the spacing and how I want to display it. And notice on the left hand side on the content panel, as I'm adding new objects such as the compass, the scale bar, and the legend, they're actually generating new layers for me here. So I have the legend, scale bar, and north arrow, which corresponds to the types of map surroundings I've added. So I can add more things like charts, tables, or other additional surroundings that you can see here. I can add text, maybe give it a title, so I would give it text. Just do this here. Just change it here and type in homeless shelter in Canada. Select that, and I'm going to change the text size because it's a little too big. Have it like this, and so notice I clicked on text symbol and it brought me to the customization of my text. I can make it bigger. Appearance. Let's change the font size to 24. Hit apply. I can also change the coloring here. I'm just going to change that to black. Hit apply. And once I'm happy with it, I mean, this is an example. I would make a better map, but this example here, if I were to print it, I would go into view, and well, actually I have to first save it first. Always remember to save. Go into and back to view, catalog view, and go into my layout folder, right click on layout, and I can export that layout to file. So this layout would be this map that I have created, this map layout I created, and I go into layout, export to file. You can save it to whatever file format you want. There's a variety of choices there, and that way you can print that JPEG or whatever file you create